Hey guys! Today I'm going to review The Thing from Another World. The Thing from Another World came out in 1951 and is an American sci-fi horror film. It's also known as The Thing. It was remade in 1982 by John Carpenter. However, the remake was more based on the 1938 novella Who Goes There by John W. Campbell, written under the pseudonym Don A. Stewart. And The Thing from Another World's also based on the novella. However, the 51 version doesn't have the alien shape changing, unlike the 1982 film. The film was directed by Christian Nyby. The film was a massive success, and it was that year's 46th biggest earner, beating other science fiction films that were released that same year, including The Day the Earth Stood Still and When Worlds Collide. The film runs 87 minutes and is regarded as a classic. The film stars Kenneth Tobey, Margaret Sheridan, Robert Cornthwaite, Douglas Spencer and James N.S. playing the Thing. So this is all set in an Arctic base where a UFO crashes and they find an alien inside. A group of scientists discover a spaceship in the Arctic Research Centre, along with a pilot in a frozen state. Things go haywire when the pilot regains consciousness and spreads havoc. So they retrieve the alien and he's in like a block of ice. And then he thaws in the base and comes alive. And he's actually like a vegetable that needs blood. So the alien's prowling around outside and he's picking different crew members off, killing them and draining the blood. And the film actually reminds us a little bit of the film Alien from 1979. Just the setting's different. The alien's on a spaceship, this is an Arctic base. But the whole principle of an alien killing off the crew, that's the same. So this film won a movie poll that I did. And it's highly regarded. It's regarded as a classic. So this is going to be a difficult review for us because this is a well-regarded film. And when I watched it, I just I didn't dislike it. I just found it to be good. A good film, but not brilliant. I much prefer the 82 version. That's an absolute classic. Whereas this film is just a standard base under attack by an alien. And I think the problem with the actual story is I've seen it all before. For instance, Doctor Who, there's a load of Patrick Troughton stories where there's an alien or aliens attacking a base. So the base has all these different people in and it's under attack. So I've seen the actual story countless times. So I think that's probably got a lot to do with it. I was wanting to say something a bit different. It's just a pity they changed the actual alien, its ability to shape change, as that would have created a lot more tension. Unlike the alien in the novella, which is a shape-changing creature, the alien in the film's been described as a vampire carrot creature.
Eh? A bloody carrot monster? Hey, Phil! Does the monster have a bloody carrot for its dick?
I don't like shredded carrot. But these are great. You know, these are great. The dirtier the better.
There is a good scene where these dogs attack it and they bite its hand off and they bring the hand to the base and it actually starts moving. So I thought that was a good bit.
Cat, it's moving. Miss Nicholson.
Yes, Doctor.
At 12:10 a.m. the hand became alive.
Another good thing about the film's the actual setting. It's very well done. You actually feel as though they're in the Arctic. It's very snowy and cold looking. So that was well done. However, the best bit, and it's a famous scene actually, it's when one of the crew members opens the door and the alien's outside. It's the first time you properly see the alien. And it's quite a good shock actually. That's the best bit.
Pretty bad. No, but go ahead and open it.
I love that scene. It's really well done. Especially because before you say that alien, they actually mention about it's just killed two of the crew members. And they're hung upside down and the blood's been drained from them. So you hear that gruesome bit of dialogue, and then not much longer after that you actually say it. So I thought that was really well done, that bit. However, one of the problems with the film is you don't actually see much of the alien itself. It's mostly that scene in the doorway, and then mostly towards the end where they finish him off, they electrocute him. You don't see much of the alien, and they said it was because the makeup wasn't that great. They weren't that impressed by the look of it, so they kind of kept it in the shadows. A bit like what Hammer Films used to do with some of the monsters. They used to keep the monster towards the end of the film, so it didn't spoil the effect. So you have to bear in mind that this was one of the first of the 50s sci-fi films. So audience hadn't seen that much films like this. And there's a rumour that Howard Hanks actually directed this film. However, Christian Nyby, he's saying that he directed it. And he was just inspired by Howard Hanks. That's why some of the direction looks like Howard Hanks. John Carpenter actually loves this version, the 51 version. And when he did The Thing, he actually used the same titles. At the beginning of the film, you say The Thing. Titles. The words are glowing. So he actually used that for his version. So like these stories where the base is under attack, you get a load of interesting characters. I like the captain. He's really good. And he works well with the girl that he fancies. She actually gets top billing for some reason above him, but he's the actual star. I also like the journalist who's wanting to do the story about the alien getting discovered. The captain says he's not allowed until the government tell him they can release the story. And that's actually what they would do these days, cover it up.
Hey, Phil! They reckon that they have UFOs in these bases. That the government's covering it all up.
Yes, Bones, there's a load of whistleblowers coming out now about crash retrieval programmes, saying the government's covered it up. And they've got, they've found alien life forms, supposedly. I don't know if that's true or not. So there's lots of witty dialogue, and it's sort of realistic dialogue as well. Some characters talk over each other.
Scotty's a warm weather man. We met at Accra. Quite a spot. 105 in the shade, and the women hardly wore anything at all, which was very intelligent of them. You just lie there in a hammock while three of them stand there fanning you.
Hey, men were men in them days, Phil. Yeah! These days you can't tell the bloody difference.
I actually like the bit where they find the saucer that's crashed into the snow, the ice, and they form a ring around it to say how big it is. So it's almost like a film about a crash retrieval programme, where they try to retrieve the alien spacecraft. However, it blows up in the film, but they retrieve the alien instead. Another disappointing thing is that the ending. All they do is electrocute the alien at the end. It seems a bit of a flat ending, actually. So overall, I thought it was a good little film, but I've seen this sort of thing so many times. Base under siege by an alien. However, it does have good moments, like the doorway scene where you first see the alien. That's a big shock. But it's probably just my personal preference that this film didn't really work for me. So I think out of 10, the most I can give it's only a 7. 7 out of 10. However, I do appreciate people loving this film. It is still a good film. So what did you think, Bones? Did you like it?
Well, there was no wrong with the bloody film. I thought it was good. You had to please bugger.
Okay, everybody, bye. Like, subscribe and share. Bye. Bye.
Listening to my voice. Tell the world. Tell this to everybody wherever they are. Watch the skies. Everywhere. Keep looking. Keep watching the skies.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this...